series of videos about adding tests to new projects that doesn't have them. I found this little nice tool. It's an ORM made by James, and you can find it, all the instructions and why he made it in GitHub. So head over to GitHub and try this tool. It's pretty well done, but it lacks some tests. So I decided to start building some tests around it. Why I chose this project? Well, first of all, because it's pretty well done, so it made my life easier. And second, this project deals with database, and a lot of people are scared about building a test suite for projects that deal with database. So I think that's why I choose this project. So let's start by checking if there are some tests. Run all tests. Visual Studio builds, and in the test explorer we can find that there are actually some tests already done. Some of them doesn't pass. At this moment I won't address the failing test, but most of them pass. So let's take a look at them. From what I see, these are a bunch of tests without assertions. So probably who built this test wanted to ensure that the SQL was correct, and after he verified that the response of a certain method was correct, he went to write another test, but didn't add the assert part. So what do we do now? First of all, I'm going to cover all these tests with the actual assert, so when I run the test they actually test something. I'm going to do a bunch of this, and then I'm going to stop the video and do all the others so you don't get bored. Let's take a simple one. SQL generator. What is an SQL generator? Well, an SQL CRUD generator is defined in the project in this class, and I'm not going into the details about it, but it looks like it builds some queries based on some inputs, for example to the select and so on. Another interesting part is this one. SQL generator builds the queries for this object, and this object is the representation of a table, a single table. This is defined in the Bonaire test mock objects, so you can find it there. What it has? It has an ID, it has a customer name, a status defined by this enum, a created date, an active, and is deleted. So I expect all my queries to bring me some information, some SQL for that particular table. Let's try this. Okay. First of all, as we are going to add the assertions, we are going to pretend that the current working status of the library is correct. So we are going to assert that the result is actually the result. This may sound strange, but it could help in the case you are going to, for example, do some refactoring. You have all these tests that help you and that tell you that doesn't change it. What I did, I launched the first test in debug mode so I could read the return state. And let me copy this. And this is the resulting select query from my select. So my assertion is that this query is actually equal to SQL, right? Now let's see if that worked. Oh, there's no surprise, it worked. Let me just add some formatting here. In order to see all the query. Oh, look at this. Customer name. How did he know that I wanted a customer name? Customer name. Well, deletable test table. Deletable test table. Let's try to find that deletable test table. Oh, here. Okay, here we have a mapping for defined for a table. You can find information about the mapping down here, I believe. This one. Okay, mapping. I have for the deletable test table, I define that my client name, the column client name, should be named customer name. So I find this alias here. Okay, pretty nice. Let's do this again with this one. Oh well. try this. Assert. What the hell? Okay. Assert equal SQL. Okay, in this way the SQL command will be logged here. Actual will be actual. Okay, it built a parameterized query with a parameter named ID that will be put during the execution and will be valued to 1. Let's run it again, and now it should pass. Okay, let's do another one, this, with an SQL injection. Let's see again. Set.r equal again empty string SQL. Okay, let's select this one. And as expected, it isn't subject to an SQL injection. Okay, so the query is almost very nice. So let me just build a bunch of this. I will put it in fast forward and then I will check in to work. That's Okay, so now I added a bunch of asserts. They all assert that the returned query is actually the returned query, and I can run again the test. Let's run with the resharper test tool. It ran, all pass, and now they are actually testing something. So let's see, what do we have here? Well, I believe this is something for another day. So that's it for today.